Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
A coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wait, 10, wait, 20, 53, Linda! Pass!
Brady now on first down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 24, check 24. 72, smooth. 951, 951. Man out. No, 66.
To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, exit. 34, right 34. Hold 50.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Behind, set, ready! Behind, set, wait! Yellow, yellow! Behind!
1st and 10 here for Flacco. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To pass, Flacco. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
First down, here's White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Wait, that 380! Shadow! Let's see what you got. Say. Hey, 66. Hey, Echo. Motion backfield. Rip.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
This is our time, guys. This is our time. Sponge. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Von Miller drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken short. And a nice job there on special teams. As he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above. All week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Coming this way, here we go. Change, Monday, red. Hey, wahoo! Check, Mike 21.
Flacco. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Under 10, time for 5-0.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Flacco. Sanders has it over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Like 80. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On first down, Flacco. He finds Riddick, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun. Go, go. 552.
Passing play. Flacco. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right now. Bravo. Watch the blood.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Flacco from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Check in. Alert. Hey, alert 3. Alert. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, 66.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
You draw quarters. Hey, check it. Hey, turn it up.
Operating from the gun. Brady, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 29 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Bootleg, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco over the middle. He's got Deshaun Hamilton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He'll find Lindsey here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Flacco now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Now it's Flacco. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd.
But he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Behind 10, Wayne, 20. We go.
Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Flacco. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Now the Patriots going to use one of their time. 10 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And McManus able to put it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded at the 6.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Boy.
Now Flacco. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I'm going to hit you.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch 23 now. Hey, high 7. If you kill it, motion me out.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 62 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Now a toss coming right side. White. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Flacco looks to throw. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. Airing one deep for Reddick. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Once more, it's Flacco. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Opting to run again here with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Lindsey. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Third down, Flacco from the gun. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go on. No, 66. 34's the mic. 34's hey, Echo. Check in. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 72.
To throw again. Brady to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, 38 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco, he's going to rifle up, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. Oh, what a catch by Edelman. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brady now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Check it. Reload.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go.
I'm coming after you. 34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
Sugar.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34.
Brady to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Wide, get wide.
Shadow.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Right here.
Bravo.
Motion.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady again. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
51's a Mike.
72.
Check.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, orbit. No,
Again, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
51.
On first down, Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey.
Now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon there to make the grab as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Alpha.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 30 yards. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
You're over here. You're over here.
Flacco to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Flacco now on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts.